Have you checked the children? Put your little mad sometimes.
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
Sometimes that is better.
You're gonna need a bigger boat.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Horse Show. I'm Robert Duell.
And I'm Marcia Parker. And today we're doing another Patreon review.
Woo!
For When a Stranger Calls. Thank you, Mikey Mnemonic, for making me watch this movie again. And for you is the first time?
Yeah, kind of made me remind me on why I avoided it after the trailer when it first came out.
I mean, let's be honest, okay? So this is
It
definitely
wasn't overly terrible, but it wasn't very good.
It's the babysitter story.
Yeah,
It's the urban legend of the babysitter, where the girl comes, she messes up, so she's babysat, or she's babysitting.
She went over her minutes, so her dad made her get a babysitting job. Remember back in the day, kids, when you went over your minutes on your cell phone,
and it cost us a pretty penny, and it was the
I feel old.
Coulson from
Agent Coulson
from Shield and the
Marvel
Marvel
movies
was the dad. He put his foot down.
Yep.
And she had to earn that money back. And so she did a babysitting job in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
In this crazy house.
Which was a very beautiful house.
It was a very beautiful house, but very insane for the purposes.
Yeah.
And then she starts getting these calls of somebody harassing her inside the house. And shocker! It's coming from within the house! And then then that's the movie, and she has to survive. She has to somehow survive and save the children.
Nothing happens until the last 20 minutes of this movie.
Yes, it's a lot of phone calls, and between her and the killer and the police who can't show up.
Yeah.
And giving her really horrible advice, and to her drunk friends at a party who were equally being horrible and no help. Yeah. So
she was screwed.
Yeah. I don't know why they survived. Oops. I spoiled it. Oops. It's PG-13. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
So.
And then that's part of okay. So there's honestly a lot of issues with the actual story that I have.
Okay, go for it.
So, in the beginning scene, when you open up and everything with that initial babysitter call and everything, and then it jumps to 125 miles away into where we're set for the remainder of the movie. How in God's name did he find that house 125 miles away? Just so happens to be being babysit.
Right.
What?
He just randomly finds that house.
Yeah.
To stalk, because he's a serial stalker.
Yeah, and even okay, so by now, not really a spoiler. It's been out long enough. Tommy Flanagan, more so known as Chips from Sons of Anarchy, plays our stranger, but is voiced by Lance Henriksen of Aliens and Near Dark, things like that. But every part of between the characters, everything was flat, dull. It was
boring. I to be honest, if I was her that was getting those phone calls, I wouldn't have realized that there was a problem. I probably would have been like, okay, whatever. You have
Why
the
are
wrong
you calling
number.
me? Leave me alone.
This is 555. Go fuck yourself. I would not understand that because it was nothing. It wasn't even really heavy breathing. It was just where's the scary movie? It wasn't anything.
And I actually want to watch the original When a Stranger Calls now, because I've actually heard really good things about it.
I have seen it, and I say that is I think I did watch it back when I was a wee lass, and enjoyed it. But this movie was horrible because I think in the original, and tell me when I'm wrong if I am, but I think that the kids were actually dead.
I believe so, because if I'm remembering right from reading of the original, it was basically the killer targeted this babysitter, and then 7 years later he comes back for the same girl.
Yeah.
Which, even with this movie, it's like it felt like it was more of like a re-bequel.
Yeah.
And everything, but it felt so flat.
Yeah. And
Camilla Bell was not a very good leading character for this. There's no emotion in her acting. You had no care whether she lived or died, even though she was gonna live.
And not once did she go check on those babies, really.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
She's all worried.
She looked at him once, and then all of a sudden, have you checked the kids? Oh my God, they're not there. You've been here how many hours? Like,
Why are you not checking on these kids? Do you not have a monitor? Like, this is why I don't let people watch my children. I'm like my one child, but whatever. You can't be trusted.
No.
Like what? Like I used to babysit when I was young, little lass, and I was checking those kids all the time and making sure there's nothing weird happening.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And then like the cops are never. They're like, we're so far away, we can't help you, and no, don't worry about it. And then all of a sudden they have the technology to find out that the call's calling from in their house. I don't know.
Got to keep them on the line for 60 seconds.
Yeah, so
Good
bad.
luck.
So there wasn't a lot of like special effects or
No, there was
kills or
actually
blood.
there was
There's
actually
blood,
no
right?
special effects or anything. Just
Yeah.
everything actually happened off camera.
Yeah.
And like the most special effects I would say is you get the housekeeper.
Oh yeah.
That's really the biggest thing. And then
That's true.
And I would say like some of the
and
CG parts.
and her friend.
Yeah, and her
And the
friend.
friend in the car.
Yeah,
That-
but even again, all that was all off camera, all off camera.
Yeah,
kills.
you saw her. Did we see her? I thought we saw.
We
her
saw her body and everything,
Yeah.
but that's the other thing. It's like
So,
continuity issues. How'd she get from outside to inside without anyone noticing?
like he's just dragging the body from
Yeah,
the car
I mean,
into
it was
the house.
ridiculous.
Like the lights are on sensors, but she didn't notice like weird
Mm-hmm.
sensors like populating. She didn't notice that her friend's
How do you
car
get in-
was still there.
Yeah, how do you get in the house if everything was
Like,
locked up
locked
and
down?
alarm turned on when the Mandrakas family left?
Right.
I
He had a secret way in, I guess, through the housekeeper, I guess.
I guess so. That means then basically he knows the family and knows how to get in. Like,
He can go in and out, no problem.
I don't know. Yeah, I
I don't know.
I did not like.
There's
like
a lot of
this movie all that
issues,
much.
a lot of issues with this, and of course she had a lot of post-traumatic stress after the whole thing, and I'm like, okay.
You know, and even like, and then basically after that, we'll segue real quick into like the sound, music, and everything.
Yeah.
Nothing really there.
Nothing.
The some of the I would say for real quick on touching for like cinematography stuff. There
Yeah.
were some very beautiful shots for inside of the house.
The home was beautiful.
Yeah, especially for the bird room, if you will, and everything.
The atrium.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. That those shots were really nicely done. But other than that, not really a whole lot of stuff pops out in this movie.
Yeah, I feel like they spent a lot of money to make the movie look good, but there was no substance to the movie. So it's just definitely one of those early 2000 movies that are like, people will probably watch this. Here's the money.
This definitely was more geared towards your teen.
Yeah, when teens
teen
actually went
audience.
to the movies.
Exactly.
Because they had nowhere else to go.
This is one of the
Yeah.
better PG-13 horror movies.
Yeah.
Black Christmas.
I still haven't watched it.
Don't do it.
Not the new one. I watched the other one.
Yeah. The other ones are great.
Yeah,
The other
I
ones
watched
are
the
great.
other
Even the 2006 one.
The 2006
That was a great one.
was good. I
Yeah.
liked it.
I'm kind
enjoyed
of
it.
bummed I wasn't able to join you guys on the
Oh.
review. Like,
Well, you can watch it. It's on.
yeah, it's on that one. I've already watched them. It was great. Those two were great. But this, no.
No.
I would honestly say this is not even worth an initial watch. If you've never seen it, just blow over it and everything. Watch the original.
I mean, if you're a completist and you want to watch all of the Babysitter Killer movies,
yeah.
here you go.
Slumber
but
Party Massacre 1 through 10.
yeah,
like-
and you put this at the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, Mikey, I love you, but why did you make me watch this movie? Please tell me why you wanted me to watch this movie. And when I say me, I meant us.
Us.
You
Come on,
know.
Mikey. The hell, man.
Why? Come on. You're better than this. Come on.
We kid. We love you.
We love you, though. But yeah, so that wraps it up for When a Stranger Calls 2010. Well, thank you so much for being here. If you want to tell us what to watch, whether it be good or bad, then please do sign up for our Patreon. Click on the link below. Make sure you're ringing that bell and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any new movies and reviews coming in. And thank you again for watching. I'm Marcia Parker.
Robert Duell.
And remember,
Stay scared.
Pick up that damn phone. What?
Well, leave the phone.
Oh,
Don't answer the
Don't
phone.
answer the phone. Sorry. Don't answer the phone. Go have a margarita.